What if I told you it's no accident that just about every piece of clothing has polyester blended into it now? Think about it, from the cheapest t-shirt to that high-end designer jacket, everything's infused with synthetic materials like polyester, natural fibers like cotton, linen, or wool. They're disappearing season after season, and no, it's not because polyester is just more convenient or cheaper to produce. There's a bigger picture here. Polyester is plastic. It doesn't breathe, it traps heat, and it releases microplastics. These tiny invisible particles shed off your clothes, and guess where they end up? In your lungs, in your bloodstream. Polyester isn't just bad for the environment. Studies show synthetic fibers can disrupt your hormones, irritate your skin, and, weaken your immune system. Yet, almost every piece of clothing you wear rubs this stuff against your body for hours every day. Coincidence? Not likely. Because let's face it, they're attacking us from every angle. The food is packed with chemicals, the water's laced with fluoride and contaminants, the air is filled with pollutants. And what do you know, out of all the materials in the world, they got us to wear plastic. Why stop at poisoning what you eat, drink, and breathe when they can also control what touches your skin, your body's largest organ? And here's the kicker. They've convinced us these blends are better, that you need that polyester spandex mix because it's stretchy, wrinkle-free, or athletic. But what they're really doing is making sure that when you sweat at the gym, your pores are open wide, letting all those microplastics seep in. It's not just physical either. Synthetic materials lack the grounding, natural energy of cotton, linen, and wool. Ever notice how you feel different in pure cotton compared to a polyester blend? That's because natural fibers connect you to the earth. Synthetics, they disconnect you, add to your stress, and mess with your vibe. They're stripping away nature, one thread at a time, and leaving you feeling plastic and artificial. So, the next time you check a clothing label and see polyester, nylon, or acrylic, ask yourself, is it just fashion, or are they weaving control into every fiber of your life? I'm going to go ahead and say this is just a joke for entertainment.
I, for one, think you should stop wearing plastics, men. But women...
The real question is why the fuck is men always in female business?
You do what you want to do. We'll come back to that.
This is going to do three things at one time. It's taking the peel off, it's going through and coring it, and after I go through the entire thing, it also cut it. You are going to be mind blown at what you're about to see. I go all the way through to right there. Watch this. It comes off so easy. Cord. And that, we're making apple pie. And then all I can do, now you can take these pieces with the skin on it off if you want them. I'm just breaking them off because of the apple pie we're making. Now I can quarter them. 1, 2, 3, and then the last one. Quartered, peeled, quartered, cord, everything that fast. This tool is incredible.
That's amazing that they're showing us now. Too bad apples are fake.
I cut this apple like 2 days ago, and normally it just like it's supposed to like brown after you cut it, but look at the it is like plastic to the touch. It's like rubber. It's like sealed itself.
Apples are horrible for you.
Yeah, they are.
I mean...
Why? Because an apple is not an apple anymore.
Yes, it's bigger.
It's been
as big as a grapefruit.
hybridized for sugar.
Yes, but it has high fiber content, it has polyphenols, all the things you just said are healthy.
Phytonutrients.
It doesn't anymore.
But it does.
It does.
No, it's been totally changed.
It's been maybe...
It has less vitamin C than 50 years.
But it still has vitamins. Look.
But it has less, you lame ass nigga.
My patients who are unhealthy don't eat apples.
When they eat an apple that's the right size, and guess what? Apples are not available year round.
Got him. That's the got him look right there. Oh, okay.
Normally.
Again, all
back
those
in the old
statements,
days,
apples are different, that apples are not the same size, that shouldn't be available year round.
And these
How does that bring you to the deduction of apples are horrible for you? Because when you say apples are terrible for you, you're making this statement from a very knowledgeable position of the polyphenol change, this change, and you wish that they were a little bit smaller. And that's a big problem because your books are bestsellers. And then patients go, I don't want to eat apples anymore.
Great, because the apple they're eating is the wrong apple.
When did the Chinese land on the moon?
I have no idea.
2013. Did you ever see the video?
No.
So the Chinese landed on the moon in 2013, and they released a video for it. But pretty quick, that video was taken down, and they said, no, it's just a because it was so bad. It was so fake. And because they didn't have, Kubrick, You need a better production staff and better cameras if you guys want to fake this.
The sad thing is, you cannot fix stupidity, and that's what's happening here.
Cognitive dissonance is probably exactly what it is. Is that they've been in echo chambers for so long, that's all they have. Well, we did it as a society, For how many, even when you're in grade school, and they give you the globe, or they talk about the man on the moon, all the stuff they teach you in grade school about stuff that I could challenge right now, They teach us a lot of stuff that we hear over and over and over again that we take it for granted. That's what happened. I don't want to do this anymore because I don't believe what you guys are peddling on either side. But I do get a kick out of Tucker because he has pretty good humor and he does come up with some good points sometimes to make me think. I don't believe what he says just because he says it. He makes me think about some stuff. And then I have to go research and I figure some stuff out and I find it on my own. And that's what everybody should be doing. But nobody does that because we live in like this McDonald's fast food.
Stunned residents got out their phones to record what some thought was a meteor shower high above the Philippines. The glowing fragments screech across the sky in the early hours.
Those are not whatever they think. Those are drones. Allegedly, they're drones. But let's keep listening, because what do I know, right?
Of December 4th, drawing a large crowd.
Look, star.
But this was no meteor shower. The Philippines Space Agency said it was actually rocket debris from China's launch of a communication satellite.
Sewer on the sidewalk, you know it's stonework. Sewer on the sidewalk, you know it's stonework. They cover up the stone.
Man, somebody please leave it in the comments. Y'all had said something about stonework before. I don't really get it.
They cover it up with cement. They cover it up with steps, Joker steps. They make movies on it. They come over here and make movies. They literally making fun of us because they know stonework. They know. Look at where it start at. You see where they bricks start at? They know we forgot. They know we forgot. They know that. Stonework. Stonework. Look, go all the way down. We got buildings on this side. Stonework go all the way down. Keep going. We outside.
Is he saying because they're building with stone opposed to brick that that's some indigenous old kind of thing? Because what about cobblestones that they have in London? I thought that was like a building choice. Y'all leave it in the comments. I'm not sure. I mean, I like looking at New York City.
Hide our culture. Make movies on it.
Where was all the copper coming from? Where was all the brass coming from? You don't think about things like this. That's pretty remarkable. For a time of the 1860s, building buildings like this is just absolutely remarkable. Even when you go into, for example, Alaska, you see buildings like this. Interesting. And then when you're in Portland, Oregon, you see things like this.
Wait, man, this guy shows us a book, we ready to listen. This dude was showing us outside and we racist, man. See how America programmed us? Even me, listening to this dude show me pictures in a damn book. I'm looking at my guy saying, look at this shit around here. Ain't no indigenous people here. Damn.
I might be brainwashed.
1860s buildings just popping up all over the place. It's just absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. It's just that they worked harder. That's what they told us. They had better work ethic. That's what they said. Better work ethic. They walked up that hill both ways. I think that's that whole slogan, right? They were just walking around building buildings, just throwing them up. Anytime they wanted to just throw up a building, they just got a group of guys together and they just threw up all these stone buildings. They just moved all that granite around. They just kept popping them up. Kept popping them up so much that they even did brass and gold and all different types of things. Would you look at that? Interesting. They were just popping materials out of nowhere. Where was all the copper coming from? Where was all the brass coming from? It's very interesting.
Why aren't we taught how to extract water out of the air?
Can we even do that as human beings? Maybe they're not teaching us because we don't know how to do it.
And why aren't we taught how to harvest energy from the atmosphere instead of paying for it? The answer is, knowledge is power, and they want you powerless. Literally, this book will teach you things that were never discussed in school. You can get it now by clicking the...
Wait a minute. Knowledge is power, but you want to charge me for it, nigga? Come on now, dog. Come on now, man.
Did you know mixing honey and onion will boost your immune system by 200%? Mixing carrot and lemon will give you a flatter stomach and less bloating. Mixing ginger and honey will clear the lungs of mucus.
No, I didn't know that. I'm glad you cut it off because you finna charge me.
I made you look.
You made me look. What type of weird shit is this lady on? Who does this lady think she is? Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that you were here. I didn't see you. Sorry. I see you now. What were you saying, ma'am?
And I don't care how low my views is. I'ma keep posting. And keep posting.
Keep posting.
I ain't giving up.
Don't you give up. I believe in you. Don't we believe in her, fellas? Look at the ladies. Bitch, stop posting. Don't nobody like you.
When I say they put the truth in plain sight, now this is what I'm talking about. Hollywood loves to put the truth in our face to see if we'll notice. And this goes especially for this movie right here, where this man found an ancient tree that could completely heal his body. And its real life counterpart exists, and this doctor right here has been canceled for revealing exactly what it is.
Dr. Berg? That's my dude. This nigga, he can come to the barbecue. I mean, he probably wouldn't come. He'd be like, all of this shit is terrible for you.
I don't need to be attracted to a man.
No, she right. She could be attracted to an Anunnaki nigga. A Nephilim, Gilgamesh and them. They out here.
Why would you not need to be attractive to a man?
It does help. But then again, I've had so many exes that told me that I'm ugly. Like, I have been the ugly best friend, where my best friend has been kicking up every single guy that I thought was cute. And I was sitting on the side and I was jealous. You know why? Because I was ugly.
Your ex-boyfriends were calling you ugly?
They always call me ugly.
Like,
everybody
while they were
says,
dating you?
Like, I mean, yeah, I have been cheated on. I have been the side bitch. I have been the main bitch. I have been the bitch that you've cheated on me with to make somebody else jealous. I've been through it all. But, you know, sleeping with a guy at the end of the day, he doesn't care what you look like.
Well, what time was it in the morning?
I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Popular adult film star hospitalized after doing extreme scene that was filmed by her teen son. Look, I understand why some women have to do this for a living.
I don't. You're not oppressed in America. What about your degree? What about your bag? All your money? What about OnlyFans? You can just show niggas stuff. You don't even need a cameraman. I don't understand. Fuck you.
I'm not a fan of it. I hope that they can get out of this industry. But look, for this particular woman, she probably did something so silly just for views and, obviously to generate revenue. But I feel like the more extreme they get, the more attention they're going to get. But look, at what cost? That's number one. And number two, how is she getting her teen son involved in her own videos? I don't even care if he was an adult. It's just wrong.
I think it can't be as bad as these whores.
I think it's really important that I give Jade her time alone with Nick and for them to have their space. And I don't want them to be uncomfortable thinking that I might hear from another part of the house. So I usually go out, go to my Pilates or go shopping while they're having their time. And then
I do the same for you. Yeah, I give her the same respect. Yeah, when me and Nick kind of had some rough
patches going on, I looked to my mom for advice because she said she's a life coach, and you know, I tell her everything, and she knew him very well at that point. And you know, she suggested we kind of switch up the dynamic and maybe bring another woman in. And
I didn't mean at first me, but then when they came to me and
I think she always had eyes for you guys. I think.
Look at me. You looking?
Yes, I'm looking at you, bitch. Now what? God damn, these whores are fucking boring. No wonder she invited her mom in. That's why y'all was having a rough patch. Cause you's a boring bitch. But what else do we expect? She learned it from her mama.
Nobody that believes in flat earth thinks that the earth is suspended in space and that it's just a pancake and that we're the only ones that are flat.
I was wondering that. Is this the only flat planet? Or are all of the planets flat? Are some of the planets round? I don't know.
Space is fake. It's just us. Yes, we are special. We're created by God.
Okay, the earth is flat and there's also a God? I mean, okay, which is it? Is space fake or does God have a son? I swear sometimes people put God in their limited understanding of what everything is. It's like you put limitations on God. He can only do this. He can only do that. It can't be a ball because it can't be. Well, how could a kid appear out of nowhere?
It's not real. Like, literally none of it is real. Find me a picture from NASA that doesn't look like CGI. Find just one.
So I just got out of the 12-hour shift, and my car is completely frozen and covered in snow. And you know what? I can't wait to go back to Texas.
So here's my question. Is this regular snow or is this harp-made snow? Because, you know what I mean? Because they got the weather machine. And then women, what are y'all going to do with the weather machine? Because you don't need a man. You can't find a man because y'all are super weird. Shout out to all of us who are married or in long-term relationships. Yay, us, we found somebody. But you single niggas, y'all are really in a pickle. I'm just trying, you know, y'all leave in the comments and tell me, what the fuck is you bitches going to do? Deal with it? Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know if I can drive home in this.
If you believe NASA, the picture of the Earth from the moon should be huge. Do you see what I'm saying? Look at the picture that NASA's... Look at that. Do you think that that's what the Earth would look like from the moon? Do you think that that's a real picture? You have to have discernment. When somebody's lying to this degree, they have an evil heart.
Wouldn't the Earth be like super, super bigger if we were on the moon? Wouldn't the Earth be... Because the moon is smaller than the Earth, isn't it? But then space is fake. What? What are we in our own Truman shows type of? At this stage, I'm like, does it even matter? When is this rent going down, dude? They trying to raise my rent every year. Just because. Washington State raise your rent every year just cause. Nigga, it's the environment fee. Washington State is literally like if they built a town inside of a state park. Just always green and nice weather and serene view. It's like they charge you more rent just for that. And they don't even got to. So, round, flat, square, when is the rent going down? Is what I'm trying to figure out. That's why I gotta go to another country, nigga. Damn. Because the rent is cheaper.
Hollywood loves to put the truth right in our face because they think we wouldn't notice. You guys remember that Benjamin Button movie where that guy has that special mechanism in his body to allow him to age backwards? Even though it's faction, its real world counterpart already exists in your body. Listen to this next clip very carefully.
Big question is, do collagen supplements work? And the answer is yes.
I had went on a date with a guy once and he looked at me straight in the eyes and he said, "I'm gonna get you fat so no other man." He said, "So no other man can look at you." I said, "What?"
My question is, how long did you stay with him? Because the modern day girl, they love toxic weird niggas. Because they're toxic weird bitches. Because that's what society has engineered them to be. So they could stop marriage and break up the family. That's why I'm playing these fucking things. It's Anunnakis out here. It's Gargamel and them out here. What? It's Gilgamesh and them out here. Nigga, we still out here trying to date. And you might run into a motherfucking NPC. I think that's a alien race of motherfuckers. Gotta know how to deal with these bitches.
This over here where the Waffle House sitting next door to the Waffle House that's sitting next door to the Waffle House.
Waffle House in the ATL taking over from the 99 to the 2000s. Girl, you wanna eat some breakfast? Some breakfast. Fuck around and get assaulted. Fuck you. That's racist.
I don't think that's racist.
Well, it should be. The fuck?
The first two properties you confront, Baltic and Mediterranean, which was the segregated black part of town. And perhaps it's not surprising. Those are the cheapest properties on the board. Go to the light blue properties. Oriental Avenue, for instance, was an area of relatively modest rooming houses. Many of them were places patronized by lower middle class Jews. But then as you turn the board and you get to the yellow properties and the green properties, those were always more established, more residential, wealthier parts of town. And then the highest end in Atlantic City is the boardwalk. Here's where first and second generation immigrants came to show off they'd made it in America by having a black man push them down the boardwalk. We've believed this kind of illusion that segregation was a Southern phenomenon. But Atlantic City is really a reflection of the larger nation. And Park Place and the boardwalk are perfect examples of it.
The changes that the Atlantic City Quaker community make to the board, they're also creating inadvertently this snapshot of race and class in one of America's most popular vacation destinations in the 1920s.
Ultimately, as Ralph discovers this Atlantic City version of Monopoly, he realizes there is no way that Charles Darrow invented this game.
Editing Adonis here. As I'm doing this, it makes me think of the Hey Good Morning guy who has this segment on TikTok where he says, everything is racist. For those of you who've been here for a while, you know I used to drive a cab for a living. I even had my own cab company. And growing up in New York, cab drivers have always had a negative connotation attached to them. When I started driving a cab, because it's such good money, I thought, what the heck is going on? Maybe this is one of these trash man kind of professions where low key you could put all of your kids through college and be a millionaire. But as I'm watching this, I'm seeing even a taxi driver was racist, because the first taxis, if this Monopoly game secret history video is correct, the first taxis in America were black people pushing you around in a wheelbarrow. Huh. Interesting. Now, some of you are going to say I'm race baiting. Meanwhile, you're telling me the earth is flat and God has a whole baby mother. I mean, how can you get at me for using Jesus Christ's name in vain when God, according to you, turned Joseph into a stepfather? And we all know there's no honor in being a stepdad. You know what? Don't even think about it. Okay, so to unpack, I think he's saying Monopoly is a game, but it's based on actual life. The game life is actually based on life. I think that's what he's trying to say. I started to lose interest and went to the next clip because this is more creepy.
They don't want you to know why some cats have slit eyes.
Check this out, y'all.
They're slitted pupils. Do you know how rare that is in the animal kingdom? Lions do not have slitted pupils. They're round just like ours. Tigers don't have slitted pupils either, nor do jaguars. Now this is kind of the weird thing, because I kind of thought that a domesticated house cat came from a big cat at some point down the line. But if they don't have slitted pupils like a house cat does, then what does have slitted pupils? Reptiles. Snakes and alligators have slitted pupils. Not any other cat. Now, in many cultures, ancient reptiles were considered to be kind of a trippy creature that had other abilities and senses. The other thing that's weird is that cats hiss like a snake, and they have slitted pupils like a reptile. They also love to eat mice, as do snakes. Now, we know how much the ancient Egyptians loved cats. Cats also have pineal glands. And you notice that cats will do that thing where they'll look in the corner of the room and they're making a fuss about what seems to be nothing. It is believed that their eyes enable them to see outside of the visible light spectrum that me and you are bound by. Now, it's not known how a cat has half the attributes of a lion and half the attributes of a snake, but perhaps some genetic tinkering went on many years ago in ancient.
Why it's gotta be genetic tinkering because you don't understand it, but then the earth gotta be flat because you don't understand it, but then God has to have a kid because you don't understand it. I mean, whatever. Just, I'm not saying, just relax, bro. Just look at the boobs, man. They're there. All right, just calm yourself. Calm. You calm? All right. You need a little more calming views. Turn on the calming music for these niggas. There we go. All right. Okay. I get it. Virgin Mary, man. No doubt. I get it. I know. Stop using the Lord's name in vain. I get it. But you got to stop celebrating Christmas first. You can't tell me, don't say Jesus Christ, but then you still celebrate Halloween. You got to shut the fuck up, okay? Okay. Get him, Ocean. That's what you get. Always fucking around with the ocean. Acting like, oh, you scared of the ocean. That's right. Bring that back. Slit his motherfucking throat. Look at this nigga looking like he having a seizure. Good for you, bitch. Niggas always want to go out and explore. It's about time. Start sicking the ocean on you, bitch ass nigga. Skid him. Skid him, Ocean.
Imagine going to the movie theater and seeing this.
On an old app? Are you kidding me? That's, oh man.
Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. All right, they're pulling up Amazon Prime. Now watch this. This is the best part. They'll figure it out. And wait for it. Okay, yeah.
They already started it. They gotta watch it from the beginning.
Here we go. Too many videos playing at the same time. This is truly nuts. Because I go to all these things. We're gonna go see National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. My friends are gonna go see Elf. Are they just playing it off of Netflix?
Here's the thing that's more insane. You're a movie star. Why are you doing TikTok, YouTube videos? What the fuck is going on? Has the well dried up that much? And here's another thing. I think niggas is going to the movies for the social interaction. There's other people there. We're laughing. It's the closest thing you get to being human. It's like touching grass. Or maybe it's not. I mean, your generation is cooked. We're just here talking about it.
I found this overgrown entrance hidden in a forest while out on a hike.
You didn't find that entrance, Tyler. You went looking for this shit. Stop the fucking cap, man.
Decided to climb down into it to explore.
Alright guys, I found my way inside. It appears to be some sort of bunker.
At the bottom was this narrow staircase that took me into this small room that had an entrance leading into what looked like a tunnel. And
Kyle, what? Oh my God, Kyle. What are you doing, man?
I thought this might have been an old mine, but as I got deeper, things started to get strange. The rough rock walls turned to smooth concrete, and the tunnel soon split into a maze of passageways with small rooms along the way. Some of the doorways actually still had wood on them, which means this place wasn't abandoned that long ago. Then I found another staircase that—
Jaden, you found another staircase?
led even further down, and things got even creepier from here. The quality of the tunnel suddenly improved, and soon I came across this large hole in the ground that led down so deep that I couldn't see the bottom. So what do you think this place was, and why was it abandoned?
As soon as you hit the front, when you go up, you see the Indian. See?
Well, that Indian and Pilgrim person, whoever he is, could be a representation of, America didn't just come over here and just bushwhack shit. They came over and was like, well, let's be friends, let's be down. A lot like the Anunnaki did. They like, let's be friends, let's be cool. Over hundreds of years, thousands of years for the Anunnaki. Allegedly, I guess, I don't fucking know. You niggas leave it in the comments. Let's pretend like we're gonna be friends just so we could ultimately take over and sexually assault your shit. Or maybe not, I don't know.
Take the whole block, like you always do, and it goes down. See the stonework? You see it? It's on the wall. It's right there. Literally, it's right there. That's stonework. See where we at? This is school. It goes down. It goes down, like it really goes down. This stonework. This stonework, look. Stonework. Goes down. Goes down. It goes down.
hair. I mean, American women, which these women overseas they really screaming on y'all. So what is y'all gonna do?
What's your name? I'm Aaron. Nice to meet you. I'm sorry. I just thought you were asking.
We need to talk about this video. We need to talk about it right now.
Can I grab your number? What do you like to do?
So in this video, an influencer approaches a random woman and picks her up. He gets her number and then shows how he chats with her with AI.
This, and they'll upload that screenshot.
Seems fine, right? Except for one thing. The woman in the video had no idea she was in an ad, and she showed up in the comments. He was recording her with hidden camera glasses like a weird creep, so that he could sell an app and make a profit by using her likeness without consent. Influencers with no ability to write or direct their own content will instead trick women into being in their videos by using hidden camera glasses.
All influencers will do that, or this guy just did that? I mean, you look pretty creepy yourself, my guy.
Idiots will defend them saying, oh, well, it's not illegal to record in public. I never say it's illegal. It's weird and creepy and disrespectful, and the guys doing it should not be followed by anyone. They hate their audience and they disrespect the women they film.
Why does this sound like some political propaganda? I mean, isn't this what a Democrat would say about a Republican, or a Republican would say about a Democrat? Fuck their policy. This is what I'm saying about you specifically. Plus, how are you gonna focus on this guy having a camera in his glasses that's available for everybody to buy when this shit is going on?
Alexa has a secret camera that is broadcasting the inside of your home without your knowledge. In April 2024, an investigation in California revealed that Alexa devices, especially models with screens like the Echo Show, have hidden cameras that remain active even when you're not using them. These cameras, according to leaked documents, capture images and videos of your home's interior and send them to external servers without your consent. What's most alarming is that these recordings have been shared with third parties, including corporations and agencies that analyze your daily life to create detailed profiles of your habits. While you think Alexa is helping you, it is actually gathering visual information of everything that happens in your home, turning it into a fully monitored space. Do you really want this device in your house?
No, we don't, but we have them. I mean, I don't got one, but do you think it's got cameras? Probably a camera in this mic. This is a camera. It's probably a camera in my fan. These niggas is just watching everything.
I seen a video of somebody saying that a lot of people on this app cannot transfer to YouTube. I ain't gonna lie, I definitely agree. As somebody who started out on YouTube, it's not like TikTok. This is not serious or real. A lot of people are content creators on here, but it's not any content. It's just talk. It's like what I'm doing right now. I'm just talking. When people are like, oh, you're a content creator. I'm not a content creator on TikTok. I come on this bitch to talk shit and complain.
And I react to that. Bitch, what is this shit you wearing on your head? See, I'm adding value. Why does bitch look so sleepy? Bitch, clean. Do this. Do this right fast. It's a reaction. I'm reacting. Some people will say,
that's not content creation.
But are you a hater though? That's what I would ask. Are you just hating? Are you just jealous because you're not doing it? It's real easy to do. That's right. I forgot. Nobody gives a fuck what you talking about. Sorry, my bad.
YouTube, I actually create content. You spend time editing shit. You actually put time and effort into that. Because if you didn't, YouTube don't reward bullshit. TikTok rewards bullshit, mediocre shit.
YouTube actually suppresses good shit. Unless your shit is, well, actually YouTube. I was just joking. YouTube, you know I'm playing.
Get on this bitch and do anything and go viral.
I am my boyfriend's first black girlfriend.
Not two black women, you're not black at all, bitch.
China. I know China very well. I know everybody in China.
Is that racist? It can't be, because he's doing it, right?
This is why black America had mad respect for Marilyn Monroe. In 1952, a single photograph almost derailed Marilyn Monroe's rising career. Captured at a club in Watts, the image showed Monroe enjoying a night out with her trusted costume designer, William Travilla, and legendary jazz pianist Hank Jones. The photo caused an uproar at Fox Studios. Executives were furious, deeming the scene and Monroe's company inappropriate for their glamorous star. They threatened to fire Travilla, who was working on Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, in a bid to distance Monroe from the controversy. But Monroe wasn't having it. She stormed into the studio office and delivered an ultimatum. If they fired Travilla, they'd lose her too. Her boldness left the executives no choice but to back down. Travilla kept his job, and the incident deepened the loyalty and friendship between him and Monroe. This act of integrity and defiance against Hollywood's racial and class biases earned Marilyn Monroe deep respect in the black community, cementing her legacy as more than just a starlet. She was an ally.
See? Snow bunnies have historically been down with other races of men. Why the fuck would I listen to Dr. Raghuwar Johnson and whatever he talking about?
I don't understand how we're supposed to work a job to pay the bills, have a side hustle for the fun money and the investing. Then they want you.
Bitch, what did you run into? Did you just run over somebody and just keep on yapping and driving? Hold on, let's bring it back.
I don't understand how we're supposed to work a job to pay the bills, have a side hustle for the fun money and the investing. Then they want you to work out, do weights, do cardio, work out twice a day. Then they want you to eat clean, meal prep. Where is the time for that? Then they want you to sleep for 7-8 hours a day. Then you're supposed to have time to social time, hang out with your friends, go on dates. Do we all have the same 24 hours? Because this shit's not adding up to me.
Yes, you stupid bitch. Get a man. You've been listening to the CIA and Gloria Steinem tell you a woman needs a man like a fish needs a bike. You running yourself ragged, bitch. I see them wrinkles on your forehead. You aging prematurely. Fuck, bitch. You need a couple of climaxes. You'll be brand new. That's it.
I found this crazy video on the Bird app, and what it's showing is a giant wall of ice under Antarctica. And this wall of ice seems to be going to the very bottom of the ocean, but also running underneath the sand. I do wonder why this video is not more public than it should be. You figure they find these giant walls that all of science would know. And by the way, look at the color of this so-called wall of ice. It looks very similar to something that's above our head. And in coming across that video, it reminded me a ton of Admiral Byrd's expedition to Antarctica and the footage we have of that, which most people aren't even aware of. The only way you even come across is if you looked really heavily into it. But there was crazy tall ice that they had to literally do a high jump to get onto. I'm gonna fast forward right now because they literally had hundreds of miles of just a giant wall of ice. I wonder why we're not taught about this stuff in geography.
So there's been some videos surfacing of a Chinese police robot ball that's capable of helping apprehend criminals by firing nets out.
Wait, is that the BB-8? That's what it's called in Star Wars?
Patrol with the police officers in the streets. Apparently this thing's equipped with artificial intelligence that helps guide it along, and it can operate autonomously. From what I've read up on it, it can effectively operate in a variety of different conditions, including off-road terrain and also...
Wait a minute. Stop the cap. I think China is flipping the script. We all know that the United States didn't go to space, allegedly, and they tricked everybody. I think China's like, you know what? Let's just use AI to make these niggas think we doing this and this and this and that. Maybe they're not doing that. Maybe they really got these. Once I see these things rolling around, or once I see it on Black Mirror, I might think, oh shit, they really do got them. But I don't know. You can't believe none of these niggas. I won't. Well, you can. I should. Let me stop. I believe everything they saying. YouTube, everything you say. I believe it. Everything you do wholeheartedly. This is for entertainment purposes. This is fantasy. This is Star Wars, nigga. We believe this right here. Fuck is you talking about? Jeez, man, stop starting so much fucking trouble.
In the water, it can float, it can roll on smooth asphalt, and it can also go off-road if it needs to. Apparently, it can even fall from a significantly high height and continue moving and be unfazed. It's capable of traveling at speeds of up to 35 kilometers per hour and can even utilize that as a means to conduct offensive maneuvers against criminals that it's trying to apprehend. It can also link up with other balls and coordinate with them in order to help police officers on the ground apprehend suspects. From what I've read, it's also pretty durable. Now, I don't know how long this thing's been around, but the videos I started seeing about it started surfacing in October of 2024.
Ever wondered what Wall Street's first commodity was?
I never wondered, but of course you're gonna tell me if you're in this video.
It wasn't gold, bonds, or even spices. Astonishingly, it was slaves.
Oh, there's a big surprise! That's an incredible... I think I'm gonna have a heart attack and die from that surprise!
An unsettling reality. 1637 marked the inception of slavery auctions in New Amsterdam, present-day Wall Street. This spot evolved into the country's first slave market for trade. By the 1700s, slave labor had built the infrastructure of Wall Street. Enslaved Africans constructed the wall that gave Wall Street its name. Profit from slavery was immense. Enslaved people's trade and labor birthed early American wealth, propelling the eventual rise of the stock market. Insurance companies like New York Life grew prosperity by insuring slaves. Disturbingly, they were considered capital assets, much like property or livestock. The unsettling truth is, many Wall Street firms have roots entangled with the slave trade. Financial growth was steeped in this grievous history. In 1792, 24 merchants signed the Buttonwood Agreement, birthing the New York Stock Exchange, from slave market to stock market. The economic impact is undeniable. The wealth generated from slave labor contributed greatly to building the U.S. financial systems, deeply so. Memorials like the African Burial Ground National Monument stand today to honor the enslaved that Wall Street and America were built upon.
Your only get back is after the simulation ends. At least that's what I believe. If there was no retribution when the simulation ended, then it would be like, what are we doing here? I don't know, nigga. Do you know? Shut the fuck up then.
This morning I woke up beautiful again and craving attention, so I decided to make some bitches mad from scratch.
Where is your man, bitch? That's the best way to make bitches mad. Have a man. You look, scrumptious. No man? She's got to be crazy.
Okay, serious question. How did people get around before the GPS?
Memory is what we did in those days. We remembered. We remembered. There used to be a game when you were growing up. It was called, oddly enough, Memory, where you had to remember where things were on the board. Remember there was like cards, you flipped them over, and like, you don't remember that game? Yeah, but you had to remember. That was what we did for thousands of years. Like marriage. Marriage worked for thousands of years before you niggas said, hey, this shit is broken.
Did you guys actually pull a map and like draw lines to your destination?
Sometimes, yes, we did. It's a part of memory. If you couldn't remember, sometimes you wrote it down. Remember, you don't remember. We used to have things called pens and paper. We had that back in the days before we, and we actually had thumbs then too. But we had, see, one of these things, see, it's a pen. We had these. This is like all we had. And before us, niggas had like, what's it called? Papyrus, papyrus, papayas. That's what they had. So yeah, we're primitive. Sorry.
But then, how does that work when you're driving by yourself, trying to hold up the map and drive? Like, I know
we pull over. I know you text and drive, and you text and watch TV. Hell, you even sleep and drive. These fucking weird ass Tesla cars. We would pull over, or we would go into a rest stop, You remember the rest stops? Do they still exist now? You pull over and you look at the map, and then you use your memory and like remember, and then we would like follow the signs on the highway, and we would navigate. We were the navigators, not the AI. We had it tough then. It was fucked up, yeah.
Gen Z of me, but I kind of want to know.
Kamala has officially fucked up. I'm gonna tell you why. My grandma been a Democrat her whole life. Guess what the fuck happened? Grandma say fuck Kamala, Kulala, Kool-Aid, whatever the hell her name is. Grandma say fuck her. Grandma said she is not about to let this Jezebel send her to hell. I say what? You ain't about to what? Grandma say she ain't know she for all that sin. I say grandma she full of it. Grandma say she ain't doing it. For my grandma to say she ain't voting Democrat and she can't stand Trump, you done fucked up, sister. My grandma say she survived Jim Crow and she made it out. So she said if Trump really is racist, she say she'll make it. But she said one thing she can't make it out of is hell. She called her a heifer, she called her a Jezebel, and she called her a harlot.
Those are old school terms for whore to the Gen Zers and Alphas who didn't know that. She's a whore. I ain't fucking with that whole asshole. She's a fucking whore.
That woman call you all three of them things. You done fucked up as a woman. I'm here to tell you now. And Kamala, grandma said, fuck you.
Legendary rapper Prodigy was the only rapper to ever speak up about Diddy and Jay-Z for years and years, and nobody ever paid attention. They just called him a conspiracy theorist, and he's from that time. He was in Mobb Deep during the 90s, which was huge. He even had beef with Jay-Z. So when P went to jail, he wrote a book called My Infamous Life, and he's just exposing everything. This is what he wrote about Jay-Z. He said Jay-Z knows the truth, but he chose to side with evil in order to accept the corporate world. He says Jay-Z conceals the truth from the black community and the world and promotes the lifestyle and the beast instead. Prodigy, he literally risked his life to tell people the truth. This was his last album, The Hegelian Dialectic, and it has a lot of information and knowledge in it.
Force Wood, the Hip Hop Task Force was created to watch Sean Puffy Combs, P. Diddy, to watch the artists that was connected with P. Diddy.
One of my favorite songs by Prodigy is a song called No Religion. And this is my favorite bar. I put truth in rap music, bitch, you want lies. I put real in rap music, bitch, you want fake. By the time you understand it, it'll be too late. You so caught up in Fantasyland, you're so under the spell. I wish you luck, I wish you well.
But now, all my friends have noticed that the man has stopped making the first move. All my girlfriends are like, they're waiting. It's the third date, fourth date, a week later. He hasn't gone in for the kiss. He doesn't do any touch or anything.
I just don't know what's going to happen, and I'm worried that and all my friends, and like, we're all going to end up single.
I realized today that I have nothing to offer a man. Nothing. And I feel like it took, number one, it took me 32 years to realize it, because I just found that out today. So I was today years old when I realized it. And then it took me a lot of pride swallowing to be able to admit it.
Let's pause this right fast. A lot of people have been asking me, what is this right up here? That's Isaiah 4:1. And that Bible passage says, in that day, 7 women will take hold of one man, saying, I'm paraphrasing now, let me pay for my own bread. I'll pay for my own clothes. Just take the shame away from me. Why is any of that coming true today? Nothing Nostradamus said came true, not even close. These niggas got a super reach in order for you to say Nostradamus said something that came true. Women are coming to the realization that Gloria Steinem tricked me. The feminist movement, the way they're explaining it, was a trick. I'm 32, I'm lonely, I can get sex, but these niggas don't want to stay, and that's where the loneliness sets in. I don't want to pat myself on the back too much for bringing this into the creepy talk lane. I don't know why more of these niggas aren't doing it. That's right. Shorty said, everybody's not content creators. They just get on here and just watch the video and be like, wow. If you know, you know. And, you know, shout out to them. I'm just saying, LeBron James fan ass, get the fuck off my channel, please. Stop coming over here with your weird ass. Because your mom is one of these bitches who's realizing, I'm 32. And what the fuck am I doing? Yep, because she had hormones. And she had you when she was about 16. Because she's a fucking thought. So she 32. Y'all do the math. You out here, nigga.
I'm gonna tell you why I feel the way I feel. This is not based off anyone else. This is only based off myself, but I just wanted to share it just in case it may help somebody else. I feel like I don't have anything to offer to a man because a man asked me what I had to offer him, and it was the way he asked that made me realize that I don't. He simply stated, I realize that you're single, but tell me, what would I benefit from having you as my woman? Now, outside of the basics like, oh, I look nice, I can cook, I work, I didn't have nothing else to offer. And the reason I realized that I didn't is because I got to thinking about myself, and all I've been doing for so many years is just working and taking care of kids. I don't know necessarily what I'm into, so there goes hobbies. I'm not necessarily sure my feminine level of energy because majority of my relationships I wore the pants. So how can you, as a woman, offer to be a woman to a man if you've never fully been a woman? I am a woman because I'm a female, but I'm talking about like actually be a woman, like to a man. I've never experienced that, so I don't know what that feels like. So I can't honestly say that I have anything to offer as far as a woman outside of just being a woman. So that means all I really do have to offer is some pussy because I'm a woman and we have one. That's really not enough. I can't honestly say I can offer you a nurturing environment because I'm too frustrated about the children that I have and the lack of help that I have with them.
Who already knew she had kids? Who already knew she got a LeBron James fan ass nigga for a son? Why do I say LeBron James fan ass nigga for a son? Because LeBron came from a household where there was no dad. LeBron's mom was like this bitch. No husband around. That's why LeBron don't want no coaches there. He don't want the influence of a man around. Like his mom. Too hard-headed. I can do it on my own. I'm the coach, but you're not the coach, or else you wouldn't have a losing finals record.
And necessarily be so nurturing to you when I'm frustrated at the amount of nurturing that I'm already doing. So therefore, I know I can't offer you that. I can offer cooking for you, but then to me, it comes at a price because if you're coming and you're sitting and you're eating my food and you're not providing any of it, I'm a feel away. So now I'm offering you bitterness. That's not anything a man wants.
Damn, that sounds like LeBron James. I'm offering up all the points you giving. That's not enough. We not no team. It's my team. It's me. You ain't doing what I'm doing. So now I'm upset with you. Trade this nigga. Now I'm upset with you. Let's get another nigga in here that's even better than you. But he's never gonna be as good as me. This is the shit that LeBron James brought into basketball, but he got that from his mother. But his mother got that from the CIA. Gloria Steinem and them. Allegedly. We don't know if she got it from them. But marriage was working in 1950. Marriage worked then. And before then.
Would you want a bitter female? Well, I'm bitter because of my own merits. So it's not your job to fix the bitterness. It's my job to fix. As much as I want a man to come to me ready, able to provide, work, and handle himself, I think that me as a female, I need to have my emotions in check because if a man wants peace, I don't have any because I'm frustrated.
Right, LeBron. He wants you to already come pre-installed. You already a top 75 player when you get to his team. LeBron is not making none of his players better like this woman. She's not doing anything to make her man better. She, even her son or daughter, she's not doing anything to make them better. She's not nurturing them. It's like she wants the kids to grow up and already know what they're doing, like pre-installed programs, and that's not how kids are. Even the man, he knows how to do what he knows how to do. There's some things that the guy doesn't know how to do. For example, I was just telling my wife today, there's things that guys are insecure about, but those are guy things that we're insecure about. Another guy would hear this and say, you afraid of worms, nigga? What the fuck type of bitch nigga is you? Or something like that. But when a woman hears that you're afraid of worms, that's when the woman is like, she might like laugh at it or whatever like that. But when she realized, oh, he's really afraid of worms, wow, that's where the woman is like, I can fix him. That's where the nurturing comes in. You can't be insecure of the same shit that she's insecure of, you bitch ass nigga. That makes her be like,
get away from me.
Think I'm lying? Ask your wife. That's why she fucked off from them weird niggas, because they was too lame. They was too soft. They was too much like LeBron James, getting this weird single mother energy and not knowing what to do with it.
What is this?
What is what?
In your hair.
Uh-huh.
Why you are doing this?
Okay, what did you say also that about South African girls?
All South African girls are doing this. But really, I didn't understand. I wonder.
It's a wig.
Wing?
A wig.
What is a wing?
A wig.
I don't know.
So it's the hair.
Ah, is not your hair?
No.
Ah.
Look at the look on his face. But as a guy, he's like, well, you still got a so we might still be able to see what we could do.
Sleeping with a guy, at the end of the day, he doesn't care what you look like.
Thank you to my channel members. We said thank you. Ha! To my channel members. No Diddy when I say member. Thank you. To my channel members. Fuck you if you're not a member. Nah, I'm just kidding. But seriously, join. Thank you.